Hey everybody, it's Bobby. Some more cars. Anyway, so today I'm going to explain duck calls. I've been trying to get this video down over and over again, but the problem is all these cars, and then some storms, so I'm trying to get this done before storms. Anyway, so back to the task at hand. Damn, another car. Anyway, so to do a duck call, you need to know how they work. You need to know how your body works when you do it. Doing a duck call is not really hard, but it's not the simplest thing either. I'm trying to mount this phone on my car. Not working out very well. Yeah. I have no idea if this is even going to work here. Okay. So, anyways. Now, a duck call works. Take it apart. Best thing to do is twist it and pull. Keep twisting until you pull it off completely. Most duck calls, mine doesn't do it. Most duck calls, though, has two reeds. Top one, then the bottom one. Then you get your soundboard here, okay? Now your soundboard, you get a lot of spit. Also, well, inside the blowing hole is what I call it. I'm not really sure what you're really going to call it, but anyways, this is called the power hen, okay? And basically what you want to do, okay, you want to figure out how this works. You got to figure out how to take it apart and how to clean it. Mine's actually very simple to clean. Because this doesn't come off, all I have to do is take a dry rag, wipe it down a little bit. So how a duck call works is that when you blow into this, the reeds will vibrate on top of each other. So I mean, that's just how a duck call works. The reeds will flap on top of each other, and the soundboard here, there's a little hollow piece right here. That's where it actually, the sound comes through to out the end here, giving it that either higher or lower pitch depending on how many reeds you got, single, double, or triple. I'm getting a single coming in. And that one's made by Duck Commander. I also have the triple threat, which is 3 reeds. So I will do a demo on how single, double, and triple are different from each other. So first off, about your body. Diaphragm. Your diaphragm is the core of breathing. It's the core of talking. It is the core of everything that you have to do with air. Alright? So, if I take in a deep breath, my stomach expands. Why does that happen? Because the diaphragm allows that to happen. The diaphragm expands the cavity of which your lungs are at, so that way you get more air in there. So if I breathe in, you can see my shoulders go up because of the muscle is actually pushing everything around it, so it's actually shifting. And that's what makes you go like this, because you want to shift with that. If you stay crouched, you'll feel the effects of that. So if I go, I'm not getting a deep breath as I would be on. All right. So to do a duck call, if I just blow into it, nothing happens. Sounds like a frog. Alright. If I do still sounds like a frog. How do I change that? Well, it's very easy. Say a word when you do it. This will activate your diaphragm. Okay? The reason also why you say a word is it controls your cheeks here. Okay? You want to control your cheeks very well. You see why it took me a while to do this, don't you? Anyway, so. Okay. So, if I say the word 10, den, starting with a D, dine, anything like that, anything that makes me go, duh, anything like that. Alright? Any word that starts off with T or D usually will give off that diaphragm force effect, okay? What that means is that if you'll imagine this, back in the 1800s, 1700s, They have the fans for the fireplace. Open it up, sucks air in, push down, push the air out, and it would feed the fire. Diaphragm is the same thing. You breathe in, the diaphragm expands, allowing the air to suck in. Then it shrinks back, allowing the air to escape. So basically, it's the muscle that actually will either suck in or push out air. All right. If you've ever been underwater, hold your breath. You'll feel it tightening up in your stomach. It's not just because it's your lungs; it's also your diaphragm. You'll feel like a burn throughout your whole entire, like, feels like your rib cage and everything. Your rib cage would be your lungs, but the middle of your stomach is your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is being a little overworked there. So, now, like I said, say the word dine, ten, den, doesn't matter, okay? What'll happen is it'll give it that nice raspy tone. The thing that you want to sound like a mallard duck, you want that nice raspy tone, so it gets that nice raspy tone into it. Because if I just do this, you can tell I'm not actually saying a word. Alright, so use the word and use your tongue, alright, to start and stop. So if I go 10, that tongue stops the airflow, alright? So don't go 10. Don't do that. There's people out there that say 10. That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound very good. So, another note. I got that on video. Hey. There was one over there and one over there. Sweet. Anyways, so, and the quack's the basic form of everything, okay? You want to be able to get the quack down. Once you get the quack down, and you got that nice raspy tone to it, alright? You want to be able to, alright? Second thing about duck calling is this. You notice I've been moving my hand? This right here gets your tone. If I cover it, if I don't, so it gives you your nice little tone. So if I do this, alright, it's still gonna get that sound like a frog, so that's why you just go, that's why you open your hand before you're blowing, like almost simultaneously. Alright, you wanna do 5 quacks. That's what you wanna practice. Why do you want to practice 5 quacks? If you're an avid duck hunter, you know why. If you're not, you don't know why. There's the hail call and there's the plea call. Okay. Got something blew out from my camera there. Oh well. Anyway, so the hail call. It's 5 repetitions of a quack, basically, but you have to actually get them out there, so it's a little bit harsher, not just, it's not just a quack. It's actually more force of an air coming out, okay? So instead of going duh, tuh, or anything like that, go duh, or tuh, alright? Go duh, 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 alright? Lower your voice as you go down, alright? Don't lower it too much. Don't go duh, 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 duh. Go like lower it just a little bit. Duh, 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 duh. Alright, don't go duh, 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 duh. Alright. Just go duh, 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 duh. 5 calls. Okay. Another thing, when you quack, do that in 2 or 3 second intervals. Otherwise, it's gonna go. What the heck am I listening to here? A duck won't come to that. And really, all you really need is just the quack. You want to get the duck's attention. Okay. So all you really need to know is the quack. It's the foundation. Besides, that will usually get a duck's attention. If it don't, and you're practicing the hail call, I don't recommend trying attempting it if you haven't really had much practice with it, but still, who knows. So, now, using your diaphragm, your voice, and your t and duh words, that's what makes a duck call. That's what makes it actually sound correct, okay? There are other duck calls out there that may be better, some that are worse, some that are just like, why did I get this? You know, it's all going to depend on basically you, what you like, what works best for you, okay? This one, as you can see, it's pretty easy to blow, alright? So that's why I like this one. Like I said, double reed. You can buy it at Gander Mountain, 35 bucks. Power Hen, easy as that, okay? My favorite one though is the triple reed, triple threat. I don't personally own it yet. It will also be here. I have used my friends. I like that one best. So yeah, but for beginners, I would get a double reed, not a single reed. You're like, what? Double, single, triple, doesn't matter. The single, double, triple reed, it's not like karate. The higher up you go, it's not like a belt form. Alright, it doesn't matter. I recommend a double reed because it's easy to blow. It's usually pretty good high on the good high end there and a low raspy tone. So you can pretty much get some pretty good duck calls if you know what you're doing. So I'm nowhere near an expert, but I get by. So, but I mean, if you want to do a feed call, I usually go, duh. I'm not kidding. I usually just go, duh. The reason why, because I can go, duh. I can stop that off with the back of my tongue instead of the front. That will actually help me. That helps me a little better. Anyways, I don't know about you, but it helps me a little lot better because I can still control that airflow. So. As you can see, I'm still, so like I said, that helps me out. So basically that's all there is to it. I just wanted to go over that. A lot of people just say, say the word tin. You get used to it. No. People say, it comes from your diaphragm. Hey, that's correct. And then they go say tin. No. Use words that say t or duh in it. Doesn't matter as long as you're using that diaphragm. And actually speak into the duck call. Don't go. Don't get those pudgy cheeks that your auntie wants to squeeze. Don't do that. Okay? If your cheeks go, alright? If you can bounce a pebble off them, that's not what you want to be doing. Alright? You want to go. As you can see, my cheeks aren't moving. Alright? They're pudgy enough as it is. So, anyways, basics. I'm not here to teach, but I felt like that needed to be said. So, everyone has their different opinion. That's mine. If you watch this, thank you.